All right, happy Taco Tuesday to everybody. We are going to continue our review today. We're just going to go over a couple concepts that we haven't gone over in a while, and then you will get to start your homework. Today's lesson will be a little bit shorter than yesterday's. Okay, so stay with me. The first thing that we're going to do, we are going to figure out how to write digits if they give us words. Let me explain. If something says to write this number, 7,692, well, that's not how you spell 2,045. It's also not how you spell 40. Having a good spelling day today. How would you write that number? Think about that number, 7,692,045. It's a lot of numbers. So we need to make sure that we know our place value so that we know how to write these numbers. Okay? I will give you a hint. After the word million, you should have 6 digits. Okay? So this number is 7 million. So 7, that 7 is in the millions place. So I'm going to put a comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3. Okay? That I still use that trick today when I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce or how to say a number. If it gives me this huge, long number, I go to where there's a digit right here, and then if there are 6 digits after, I know that's the millions place. Okay, so 7 million is right here, and then the 6 places after, now we need to figure out what that is. 692,000. Okay, so this is 692. When you say the word thousand, there should be a comma right here, right? So 7 million, comma, 692,000, comma, 45. So do I put it like this, 45? Nope, because we have that extra digit there, right? So 45, the 4 is in the tens place, and the 5 is in the ones place, so that means that needs to be a 0. 7,692,045. Okay. The next number, I'm not going to write it out for you. I'm just going to say it so we can practice real quick. 12,987,000. 12,987,000. See if you can write that. Picture it in your brain. 12,987,000. So we've got 12 million. So we've got a comma. We know that we need 6 digits after the 12. 12,987,000. So remember, when I say the word thousand, I put a comma there. But that's the end of it. 12,987,000. What do I do with the rest? They're just zeros, right? When you say, if you just were writing the word or the number 7,000, you wouldn't just write 7. You have to fill it in, right? You got to put the zeros in it. So 12,987,000 looks just like this. Okay, on your test, they're going to give you words, and you're going to look at the answer choices to figure out which one is correct. Don't forget about your zeros. Okay, that's a super important part. One of the answer choices would look like this for 12,987,000. That's not what that number is. This number is 12,987, right? But when we put the zeros there, it becomes 12,987,000. Okay, so don't forget that. All right, next little bit. I think you guys know this, so we'll go over it super, super fast. You're going to need to look at shapes and tell me what they are. So you need to know that a hexagon has how many sides? Hexagon, 6. octagon. How many sides does an octagon have? 8. How many sides does a pentagon have? Pentagon has 5. Okay, I'm not going to draw those shapes for you, but on the test you might see, and on the homework you might see something that has 6 sides, and it'll say, what shape is this? If it has 6 sides, it's a hexagon. You might see a shape that has 8 sides, and it'll say, what shape is this? If it has 8 sides, it's an octagon. Okay, this, you need to know, is a rectangle. This is not a rectangle. It's not a great drawing of that, but rectangles have to have 90-degree angles. These are not 90-degree angles. This is a parallelogram. Okay, these are all the shapes that you're going to need to know. You're also going to need to know 3-dimensional shapes. Okay, so I'm going to erase this. If you need to pause this and write it down, you can. You're going to need to know 3-dimensional shapes. You're going to need to know what a cylinder looks like. A cylinder, think like a Pringles can, or like a Lysol wipe container, or a soup can. Okay, that's what a cylinder is. Okay, you're also going to need to know what a sphere is. A sphere, think of like a globe or a soccer ball. It's just like a 3-dimensional circle, a sphere. Okay, you're going to need to know what a cone is. A cone, just think of a traffic cone. That's why it's called a cone. That is what a cone is. Or an ice cream cone. That's why it's called an ice cream cone. Okay, those are some more shapes that you're going to need to be familiar with. You're also going to need to know, we kind of talked about some measurement yesterday. We're also going to talk a little bit about some measurement today. You're just going to need to know that 1 meter, like a meter stick, equals 100 centimeters. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. 1 meter equals 1,000 millimeters. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. 1 meter equals 1,000 millimeters, which means that 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. That is very important. You do need to know that. Okay? 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. So if I said, I got some fabric at the store that was 8 centimeters, how many millimeters was it? If it was 8 centimeters, then it was 80 millimeters, because you'd multiply it by 10. Okay? If I got some fabric from the store and it was 90 millimeters, how many centimeters was it? It was 9 centimeters. You do 90 divided by 10 to get 9. Okay, so write these down, make sure you know these. The last thing that we're going to talk about today, we are going to talk about different types of triangles. Okay, different types of triangles. The first type of triangle that you need to know is the equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle, all sides are the same length. They're the same length. Okay, equilateral. An isosceles triangle means 2 sides are the same length. Does anyone know what the last one's called? Think about it. We've talked about these before. Equilateral, isosceles, and scalene. A scalene triangle means all sides are different. I don't miss writing on the bottom of this board. All sides are different. Okay, so if I have a triangle over here, and in the, I don't know, it gives you measurements. It says this is 7, this is 8, and this is 6 centimeters. Would this triangle be equilateral, isosceles, or scalene? Well, if they're all different sizes, then it would be scalene, right? Let me draw another one if this will load. Okay. All right. This triangle, this side is 13 inches, this side is 13 inches, and this side is 4 inches. What kind of triangle is this? It's an isosceles triangle because 2 of the sides are the same, 13 and 13, and the other one's different. Okay? And then for equilateral, so they're the hardest to draw for me. Let's say this is 6, 6, and 6. If all of them are 6, let's say centimeters, then that would be an equilateral triangle because they're all the same length. Okay? Just for your information, if you see something that looks like that does this, it has like lines, that's just the computer's way or a textbook's way of letting you know that those sides equal each other. Okay? So if you see 2 blue lines on one side and 2 blue lines on the other side, then you would know those equal each other. And that one just has 1 line, which means it doesn't equal the other ones. Okay? So you could see something like this. All of those have the same line. That means they all equal each other. Okay? Just so you know, something that will help you. But it will tell you. You'll have more information than just those lines. Okay? You're also going to need to know how to do long division and 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication on the test. I'm not going to go over that right now. If you're part of my YouTube channel, or if you just go back to the beginning when we were still in school, I made some videos about long division and multiplication. It's what the title is. It's long division and then 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication. If you watch those videos, that will help you to prepare for the test. On your homework today, you are going to need to do some of that. So if you want to go and find those videos, or you could probably just find another video on YouTube that explains that to you, that would be very, very helpful. But all of these concepts you are going to need to know for the test that you will start taking on Thursday and finish taking on Friday. Okay, good luck on your homework today, and I will talk to you tomorrow.